Welcome back to the show. Well, with stories of school children as young as 5 sending sexualised messages online, should sex education be taught earlier? With more, we're joined by psychologist Kimberley O'Brien. Good morning to you, Kimberley.
Good morning, Lisa.
How do kids that young, A, get access to that sort of material, and what motivates them to want to send it to their friends?
I think it's exposure. You know, I guess kids are seeing things at a younger age on the internet, looking over someone's shoulder, or magazines, television, so they're being exposed to sexual images, maybe not understanding it, and then just through sexual play and sexual exploration, they're thinking this would be quite funny, maybe I'll send it through to my friends, maybe I'll record myself masturbating as one year 8 boy did and send it to a year 8 girl. So it's almost in the context of play, and they don't realise how serious it is.
And it is very, very serious.
Absolutely.
What sort of sex education is being taught in our schools at the moment?
At the moment it starts for kids in year 6, and so that's when they start talking about what is sex and the life cycle, talking about animals and plants and then humans and how they reproduce. For kids younger than year 6, there's actually nothing happening except for things like protective behaviours, which is about how to take care of yourself. This is my body, that's your body, and how to overcome feelings when they feel uncomfortable, how to talk themselves out of a situation which is uncomfortable for them.
Year 6, that's around about the age of 12. Now,
That's
most girls these days have already got their period by that stage. So the chances of them getting pregnant, if they don't have information, if they haven't been taught how to say no, is that dangerous?
Absolutely. We know that kids are reaching puberty at a younger age, so I mean the idea is to start teaching sex education at a younger age as well, because the evidence shows that kids are starting to experiment younger. Girls are developing breasts at a younger age, so yeah, absolutely. So
at what age should we start, and what sort of information should they be getting?
I think we need to start for toddlers, you know, to talk about this is when they might feel unsafe. Even, I mean, sexual play happens in a preschool setting when kids climb into tunnels or into cubby houses, so preschool teachers need to talk to toddlers about feeling unsafe and how to protect themselves, how to say no, and then that just needs to be extended when kids reach kindergarten and they play catch and kiss. You know, there's lots of games that are around sexual play that kids might just fall into something they're not quite comfortable with.
Are you a believer in saying the actual words for the actual body parts and being absolutely straight with kids from a young age?
Absolutely, Lisa. I think parents need to follow the kids' lead, so when they ask good questions, whether it's in the shower or, you know, after playing sport, in the locker room, there'll be lots of questions to be asked, and parents need to answer honestly and use the appropriate language. And
so, I mean, there'll be plenty of people watching this who say, I don't want school to be teaching this stuff, I want to teach it myself.
Yeah.
And yet, when we look at the statistics, something like a quarter of parents who answered a recent survey said even as parents of teenagers, they still haven't had the talk with them. So that does leave an enormous gap for schools to have to fill, whether they want to or not.
Absolutely. So teachers need more training into what to say and when to say it, and I think parents need to be more informed about what is being said at school so they can extend upon that at home and use the same language, ask the kids whether they understood what happened at school and if they need to know more, and then to use the internet, you know, responsibly so they can look up things they need to know more about.
And it's not just sex education, as you say, it's also internet education.
Absolutely.
The combination of the two is a very dangerous
Scary.
one. Okay, Kimberley O'Brien, always good to see you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks for that. Over to you, Carl.
Don't we let kids be kids, though, Lisa? Isn't it too full on? I mean, you're talking about primary school kids,
if they're in
about kindergarten kids, primary school kids. There already something exists there.
I agree. We all want them having mud pie moments and all of that, but if they're in danger and the internet has set up a dangerous situation, without that education, without that information, I think we're being naive.
All right. Well, let us know what you think today at 9.com.au. Whose side are you on?